3, 2, 1, start. The most pivotal provision providing relief in computing the limitation period, comma, applicable to a person who claims to be deprived of the knowledge of his right to sue based on the fraud of the other party, full stop. That section is reproduced for ease of reference, full stop. Effect of fraud, where any person having a right to institute a suit or make an application has by means of fraud been kept from the knowledge of such right or of the title on which it is founded, or where any document necessary to establish such right has been fraudulently concealed from him, comma, the time limited for instituting a suit or making an application against the person guilty of the fraud or accessory thereto, comma, or against any person claiming through him otherwise than in good faith and for a valuable consideration shall be computed from the time when the fraud first became known to the person injuriously affected thereby, or in the case of the concealed document when he first had the means of producing it or compelling its production, full stop, new para. In essence, comma, this provision postpones the commencement of the limitation period in cases where a person is by means of fraud kept from the knowledge of his right to institute the suit, full stop. In such circumstances, comma, the period of limitation commences from the date when the fraud first became known to the person injuriously affected, full stop. Such injuriously affected person can therefore institute a suit within the limitation period specified for such suit in the first schedule limitation act, but computing it from the date when he first knowledge of the fraud whereby he was kept from knowledge of his right to institute the suit, full stop, new para. Thus section 18 of limitation act is an umbrella provision that makes the limitation period mentioned in the articles of the schedule begin to run from the time different from that specified therein, full stop. It is but fundamental to appreciate that the fraud stated in section 18 of the limitation act must not be confused with the fraud that constitutes cause of action and creates a right to institute the suit for relief prayed therein, full stop. Thus, comma, the challenge made by the respondent in 2009 to the gift mutation of 1977, comma, based on his inheritance rights from was clearly barred by time as concurrently held by the trial and appellate courts, comma, especially when the respondent is not found entitled to the benefit of section 18, full stop.